could you, Mario?
What? What did I do? The announcement for the Nintendo Switch 2 was a success. Everyone couldn't be more happier.
Everyone? What do you see?
I see nothing.
How could you not see it? Shame on you, Mario. Shame on all of you.
Except you, Daisy. I could never be mad at you. You're my favorite. So earlier this week, Nintendo did one of the greatest things ever and announced the Nintendo Switch 2. It came at a perfect time. The Switch basically felt like it was done. It was nearing almost a decade run. The console was launched in 2017, so it was nearing close to a finish. It was kind of insane. But when we saw that Switch 2, I was super excited. I couldn't believe it. I was losing my mind over it. Donkey Kong! Oh shit! Oh my god, yo, hang on. Oh, I love this new art style! I was so hyped for this console. So hyped. And it was something that everyone wanted to see. We wanted a new Mario, we wanted a new Zelda, we wanted a new Donkey Kong, Metroid, Animal Crossing, you name it, all the Nintendo IPs that we love is something that we wanted to see coming out of the Nintendo Switch 2. And majority of them were already there from the gate. Like, they promised a good plethora of things. So you got yourselves a new Mario Kart World. So this looks so fantastically fun. You can now go off-road. I was losing my mind when I first saw that. You can grind in the game. That was fantastic. I had no idea that was going to be coming out the pipe, but there it is. And we couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I was so excited for this. I was like, yo, Nintendo, finally, you're getting even more creative. That's what we love about you, man. And then they finally showed you got the new Hyrule Warriors coming out. You got the new Metroids that's going to be coming out with it at launch. You got the new Donkey Kong Bonanza that looks so beautiful. It literally looks like a love letter to Mario Odyssey because it reminds me that much of it. But at the end of the Direct, we noticed one funny thing peculiarly happened. Just one funny thing. There was no price point on that Direct whatsoever. You couldn't find that joint anywhere. The only thing that you saw was them saying it's going to be coming June 5th, 2025, which everyone's like, woo, fantastic, but they didn't mention the price. They didn't mention the price of anything costly-wise. They didn't mention it at Direct. Then it happened. They went in on this. After the Direct, they started coming out. People went out to NintendoSwitch2.com to go see what was going on, what was the price, what were we looking at, like how much damage is going to be to the old wallet. Bro, when we saw a whopping $449 for the base Nintendo Switch 2 in American USD, $449 for the base Nintendo Switch 2, and then we saw $499 for the Nintendo Switch 2 with Mario Kart Worlds, that was it. And that's not including tax. That is not including tax. And if you live in countries like I do in Canada, buddy, our dollar's fighting with a wooden shield and a wooden stick. So, bro, you better believe that $449 is now $629 and $699 or some shit like that. It was insane. And everyone's just like, what the flip? So, what do you think happened afterwards? Because remember, you gotta buy a lot. You're not just buying a Nintendo Switch and buying the games and calling it a day. You gotta buy an extra set of Joy-Cons. You gotta buy extra peripherals. If you're fancy like me and you want a secondary dock, one for your living room and one for your own bedroom, you gotta buy another dock. And these Switch 2 docks are more fancy. Remember that micro SD cards? Yeah, forget that. The micro SD cards don't work anymore, bro. You gotta get yourself one of those good old-fashioned SanDisk micro SD Pro cards. And let's say you want to future-proof your Switch 2, so you never have to buy another SD card for this thing. Buddy, a 2TB micro SD Extreme Fancy Pro card goes for $299 USD out the gate. I'm telling you, if you're going to be fancy and you want to buy every peripheral so you can have the ultimate Mario Kart experience, I'm talking the wheel and all that stuff, a lot of people are saying you're looking at almost $1,032. Remember, you didn't even touch Donkey Kong yet. You didn't touch any of those things yet. This is the starting point. This is the starting point of it, and that's why a lot of people are so confused. They're like, "Yo, are you serious?" It's getting nuts, and I get it. A lot of people are saying this is because of the tariffs, and so Nintendo's kind of like, future-proof themselves for the consumer market. So they're not like going into crazy and underselling themselves because Nintendo already believes that they're selling it at a loss. But if you look around the world, you'll see that prices of the Nintendo Switch 2 vary in crazy amounts of ways. In the UK, it's a bit cheaper. In Japan, the console only costs $333 USD. And that's Japan region locking them. And I guess, I don't know, maybe they feel like it'll sell better there. Most likely it will because it's Japan. But This already is nuts. So different parts of the world, different prices. Canada and Australia, where I live, bro, you're cooked. You're cooked. $6.99, $700 after tax is crazy. You know how much that means the games cost. If the games are gonna cost $80 in the US, you already know what's gonna happen. So if they're already costing $80 a pop, and Mario Kart World's gonna be fancy, cost $90 a pop in the US, you know what that means in Canada, bro? You're looking at least $120 for one game. Bro, the competition will be laughing at this point. Xbox has Game Pass. PlayStation has PlayStation Plus. We're at least getting one free game a month. Nintendo is going to be charging up the ass and saying, hey, your nostalgia will pay for it. Bro, I'm about to just start selling like all my old shit for Nintendo credits at this point, man. Who needs a childhood anymore when you got Nintendo, right? So it's going to be crazy going down the pipe, man. I don't know. Like, but hey, you may have spent all your food money and rent money, but at least you got the new Zelda. Like, I don't know how else to see this coming. And a lot of the diehard Nintendo fans said, well, if you remember, when the Super Nintendo originally came out, it was way more expensive, and none of us complained. We were fine paying $95 for Doom on the SNES. We were cool playing that 100 plus, 79 plus, and we didn't blink at it. I'm telling you, renting games is going to be making a huge comeback. Also, renting games is going to be making a huge comeback out the gate. I don't care what anybody says. Secondly, I don't know. Like GameFly is going to be up. If GameFly has stock, I'm investing in it, man. Game passes are going to be up because I love Nintendo. I'm such a diehard Nintendo fan. If you look at my channel, you'll obviously know that that's clear. But there is no way in hell I am paying $700+ Like, if you even see the new Nintendo Treehouse Directs that they have, the Treehouse events that are going on right now, the chat has nothing. It is flooded with just comments that say, drop the price, drop the price, drop the price. And everybody really thought, okay, it's just a couple of people are going to be saying drop the price, and then, you know, like, it'll pass over, it'll smooth over, it'll be fine. Bro, the entire duration of the very first day of the Treehouse Live, every single word was drop the price. I've never seen anything like that. This is starting to feel like this is starting to feel like a revolution, like some type of movement. And I'm for it because this is way too damn high. Like maybe we're just broke. I don't know. We just didn't get the memo. But like clearly everyone's struggling financially. And if you have to choose between having fun and making sure you have a damn roof over your head, man, Nintendo, you're gonna have to miss me and a lot of people. Like $90 for Mario is crazy work. 100+ for Mario is even crazier work. I don't get it, but this is the way Nintendo's moving right now. Like, I can go on and on about like how everybody had to piece everything together when it came to the price of the Switch, because even going back and looking at the press conference itself when they presented the Direct, one thing I kept asking while I was streaming it and watching it: where's the price? How much is this gonna cost? Oh cool, a new GameCube add-on for the controller. How much is that gonna cost? Oh cool, amiibos. I wonder if the price is going to... Bro, I kept mentioning the price like it was going out of style. It was nuts. I kept saying, how much would this cost? How much would this cost? Because this is very important when it comes to consumer-buyer relationship. I need to know how much goods and services are going to cost me. And Nintendo wasn't saying anything. It's exciting, right? It's new and shiny, right? You can't wait to get your hands on it. But bro, I wanted to know how much this freaking thing was gonna cost, and nobody was saying a thing. And that was the weird thing about it. It's just like, Nintendo, just tell us. We're still gonna look like I'm a huge Nintendo fan in the end. I get it. Nintendo fans come in all shapes and sizes, man. I'm one of the biggest ones you'll ever meet. So I kept saying, bro, just tell me the price. And when we saw it, I'm like, don't tell me that price. So like, I don't know what we're gonna do now moving forward. And the fact that, like I said, fans are not messing with it. Nobody wants those prices, and even on the streams of the Treehouse Live, people are like, drop the price, drop the price, drop the price. But it doesn't look like Nintendo's going to be doing it. I don't know. Maybe they're going to wait it out and see. Maybe they're trying to see if there's going to be a shift in the tariffs. Maybe, perhaps not. Who knows? All I know is just that this is going to be nuts, man. Like, I don't know, man. Like, when I see Donkey Kong Bonanza going for $110 in my country, I know I gotta miss. I gotta pass. I gotta weave out of the way of this console. Maybe I'm bugging, maybe I'm not. You let me know, because when I saw that price, bro, I knew that I was not going to be getting it around. Hopefully, there's a silver lining though. Hopefully, Nintendo will slash the price of it. Just like what happened with the 3DS. The 3DS first came out. It showed that it's going to cost a whopping $250. Nobody wanted to pay that price. It was selling poorly. Everyone said, yo, miss me with that. It stood on the shelves. I remember seeing it on the shelves like crazy. When I was in high school, I'm just like, no one wants this thing? and it just sat there. Fast forward 6 months later, the price got cut in half. It went from $249.99 to like $160, $150. It was an immediate slash. And then guess what happened? Lo and behold, more of them started to get sold because no one was trying to drop $250 in 2011, just like no one right now is trying to drop 400, 500 plus American dollars, 600 plus Canadian dollars, whatever the case. No one's trying to drop that right now, especially in the current economic state of the world, man. Like, it ain't happening. But that's my thoughts on this, man. Yo, I had to get this rant off my chest, and this was actually really fun to do, so I might do a couple more of these. Yo, you let me know. Are we just poor and I didn't get the memo? Or are these prices just really out of control? Will you still be picking up a Nintendo Switch 2 at launch for a whopping $4.99 or a whopping $6.99 or a whopping $5.99, depending if you live in Canada, America, the US, or whatever the case? Let me know, because this thing is expensive. So I'm actually really curious about it. If you're actually going to be picking this up, bro, let me know in the comments, like, what are your thoughts on it? Like, do you think Nintendo's in the right? Do you think maybe we're just bugging? I am really curious because I've never seen anything like this, and this is actually really interesting. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comment down below. Bro, as always, man, you know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, take care of yourselves, have yourselves a damn good one, because I don't know what's going on with these Switch 2 prices, and I will talk to y'all later. Alright guys, I'm gone. Take care.
Yo, what up, Friendster? It's Lennester. Guys, just want to say thanks for checking out the video. Bro, I want to try this kind of like new style of content for a minute, so if you see it from time to time, let me know what you think. Bro, that's pretty much it for this one. As always, check out the Patreon for new GIFs, animations, images, drawings, etc., etc. And as always, bro, I will talk to y'all in the next one. Y'all take care of yourselves. Alright, bro. See ya.